Hello, everyone, and welcome to the HonesTea podcast. In each episode, we dive into what it's like to work at cost engineering by having honest conversations with our colleagues. My name is Bram, corporate recruiter at Cost Engineering, and today I'm joined by Zeynep. We'll talk about her job, what it exactly is, the team dynamics, and how she contributes to the future of our field. And as the name of the podcast suggests, we always start off with the question on the tea bag. So, Zeynep, could you please read the question?
Of course. Let me see. Show us your lock screen and explain why you chose that.
Ooh.
So my lock screen, it's actually a picture of Amsterdam. It's with the lights. As the holiday season is here, they put up some nice lights there. So I just chose that to give out some good energy for me to look at it every time.
Have you been at this exact
No.
place? No.
It's
Oh.
a picture from someone. I don't know.
You know.
I just felt like, okay, this is a good one, so I chose that.
I see.
Yeah.
So maybe can you introduce yourself to everyone?
Of course. I'm Zeynep. I joined the company in May. I'm doing online marketing here, so a part of the marketing team. I'm used to being on the other side of the camera usually, but today it's a different day, so I'm here.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And what is your background? What did you, what university did you go to?
I studied at Erasmus Rotterdam. I did my bachelor's there, media and communication, and then wanted to do a master's, and then I stayed there for another year for media and business. So it's in very much, business, media, communication. And I was looking for some opportunities within the Netherlands, and I came across to this job, and that's how I ended up here.
Yeah. So what about marketing? You know, what intrigues you about marketing itself?
I think within marketing, you can do many things. And I feel like it just contributes to what you're already doing. You can, reach many people by promoting it or by communicating it in very different creative ways. So I like that we can get creative with it.
Yeah, and does it also matter for you what industry it's in? I mean, usually when I think of marketing, and I guess also a lot of other people, it's very, like large companies like Coolblue, like selling actual products. Whereas with us, we're selling a software tool to a very niche industry. So how did that, work out for you? Were you specifically looking for this field, or?
Actually, no, I wasn't really looking for this field, but within time, I realized that it is different to do it based on a software if you have that as a product. But as we have different services within, as an addition to the software tool, I think it just makes it more various within the types that you can, within the types that you can base your job. Project cost management field is a very different field, and that's why I think in the beginning it took some time for me to get used to it. But once you're in it, like once you get the hang of it, then you know what to do. So I think it was also an interesting field to get into because it's very different and the needs are also different.
Is it also more challenging, do you think? Maybe compared to like B2C or different B2B companies in different fields?
Yeah, I mean, it requires different things than if you're selling just like a stroopwafel, something like that. So it's you need to know your audience really well because you're also, having this business with other organizations. So you really need to understand their needs and their approach to things, but also stay relevant with for the broader audience.
Yeah. So what marketing aspects are you working on? There's, marketing is very broad. I mean, there's multiple things below it. So what are you currently working on?
Well, a lot of things. This podcast. Other than that, we're doing webinars, for instance, on different topics from our consultants or from our experts on different topics. In addition to that, we're doing internal newsletters, or we're creating brochures because now Cleopatra is coming with new features and new additions. So we're renewing the brochures as well. We're doing campaigns around many things. For instance, if there's a road show, there was a road show in Latin America a few months ago, and we did a lot of things around it, created a campaign and so on. So yeah.
So it's both physical stuff as well as digital.
Yeah, if there's an event, then we would also go there, and then we would help with the booth, talk to people, but also from the back we also do a lot of from the table online stuff. So yeah.
So what's the most fun thing for you? Going to events, or like being in the back doing the analytics, or?
I think I like being in touch with people and also writing things, so creating blogs or those things. But I guess I would say a bit of both, because you need that in the end. So yeah.
Yeah. So out of the whole marketing spectrum, can you touch every aspect of it in this, in this role within this company, or is it like more towards a specific aspect, or can you touch everything?
It's actually one of the reasons why I wanted to go with this role, because it is broad, so you get to experience a lot of different things, and I feel like we are touching upon many of these things. And as a young professional, I think it's good to get experience while doing all these things. So yeah.
And if you look back to, maybe the start of your career here, what's the difference between you back then and you now? What have you, do you feel like you've learned a lot, also compared to university, which is usually very theoretical?
Yeah, I was going to say that in university, it's usually very theoretical. So here you really experience it in the real life, and then you don't work with cases anymore. You actually have real people, real cases in front of you. So it is very different than university and the textbooks.
How did you deal with that? I mean, that's a big change.
I think in the first months or so, you just need to really put all your effort into learning this new industry, and also all the things that it brings to you. If you know how things are being done here, then within time you can put up also different things. So as an addition to what's already being done, if you get comfortable with it, then you can also add up to it. So I guess it's just about feeling comfortable within your role, and then you can grow from it.
And what does the team look like, your current team? What people, how many, what do they do? Yeah,
so we have another online marketeer. We're actually from the same university, so that's a big coincidence. We have a senior marketing manager within the team, and then a front-end developer and a graphic designer.
Okay.
So it's not a really big team, but then we make it work.
Yeah, so in total a team of 5 trying to do everything regarding marketing in this company.
Yeah.
So how large is the company by now?
I guess 100 people or so.
Okay.
So some seasons you may get a bit busy. For instance, nowadays you may have a lot of different things to do, like last minute things. So I guess you just need to try to balance everything within those times.
Yeah. And what would you, what piece of advice would you give people that are upcoming graduates, are looking for, their final thesis and working on that and looking, okay, what can I do in a new job or in the first job? And they're not sure what to do, but they want something with marketing. What would, be your advice to them?
I guess just look around, look around as much as you can. Try to get the experiences of other people, talk to people, and then really see which part you want to go towards, because media communication is a very broad field, so you may want to do something else in the end of the day. If you really get to speak to people and really know what you want to do, then I guess it will be good for you.
Yeah. And what type of person do you think fits best in, well, the team itself, but also like in the company in general?
I would say for the marketing team in specific, people need to be organized, I believe, because as I mentioned before, like there might be times that you may get loaded with different work, so you need to be multitasking and
Versatile, maybe.
be organized with with what you have on your plate, and then that's a characteristic that I can think of at the moment.
Okay. Well, thank you for being so honest and sharing your experiences. Well, it was great to have you on the show, first of all. So if you feel inspired by the story of Zeynep, be sure to visit our website, careers.costengineering.eu. You can check out the vacancy there and also go to our blog page, which contains more personal stories of other colleagues. And if you haven't done so, please also follow our LinkedIn account, Cost Engineering, to stay up to date of all the recent developments of the company. So for now, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next HonesTea podcast.